Hey friends, how are you today? It's Leslie, owner of Leslie's Fashion Boutique. I am a full-time reseller. For those of you who have been following my videos, you know that already. I sell on a few platforms. Poshmark, Depop, Macari are my main ones. And I have a few light things on Vinted, and I'm kind of flowing into the new app Relove. It's similar to Poshmark, but no one's going to beat Poshmark on what they're doing, what their platform has to offer. So today, I am going to just talk a little bit about how I inventory my items and how I ship. So if I can get it all in one video, that'll be great. If not, you'll have a two-parter. So I'm going to start right now, okay? So I keep all of my items in my hallway. This is my office, and when you walk out the door, along the wall are shelves, and on the shelves are bags. Instead of containers or boxes, I use the big giant IKEA bags. You can find these bags on Amazon. When I first started using them, I ordered my first 20 off of Amazon, and then a week later, after I spent a little bit of money, a local person who was closing a consignment shop was selling IKEA bags, and she was selling them 2 for $1. So I bought 20 from her. So I have 40 altogether. I have 35 on the shelf, and the other ones I use for going to the bins and for shopping and things like that. I keep them in my trunk because I never know how much things I'm going to get from Goodwill or from the bins, or if I just need them for an emergency or something like that. So that's my storage unit. It's an IKEA bag. Then when what I do is, once I go to the store, wherever I source from, I bring my items home, I steam, I take photos, I bring everything up, and then I start the listing process. Everyone does it a little bit different. The way that I list my items, or I take my measurements afterwards. I don't write any measurements down. For me, it's just too many steps involved. So I will take an item. If I have a top or something, I take my top, I look at my comps, I put everything, I list from my phone. And if I already have something similar, or I have a template in place, I have a shirts template, pants, dresses, things like that in Word, and I just copy and paste it, and then I put it in to the listing, and I just add my measurements and things from there. So I have a shirt, I sit from my phone, I list everything, take my measurements, come back and finish on my computer. And that's how I list. Then I have a book that I write everything down. I have little tabs here. My first book, I'm almost finished it, so this is a new one. And little tab, shirts right here. Then I go in, and all my shirts are numbered. So I started off in the beginning at 001, and I'm up to, I actually have about 700 shirts. Okay, so I write down the name of the shirt. So like this shirt is a Free People. So I would write down Free People 716. This is the 716 shirt. Okay, so I write that down in the book. Then I use these great labels. They're just regular white shipping labels. This happens to be from Avery. And they just peel off. So after I write the number in the book, I write the corresponding on a shipping label. And this was already done. So to take a step back, all my bags on the shelf have the corresponding name. So it'll have shirts on the bag, not dresses, jeans, pants, shorts, plus, I have plus size. So that's how the bags, that's what's on the front of the bag. And I do that just for inventory purposes, just in case I'm out of town or I'm sick or something, anyone in my house can do my inventory. So it'll say shirts. We're going to say, pretend this is shirts. This is my going out of the house bag, so I don't have anything written on here. I just wanted to use it as an example. So I'll write shirts on here, okay? And then in my book, I'll go to the tab shirts, write down free people, and then of course, as I indicated, it's 716. So I'll write that on my label. It's already on this label. I don't know if you can see it. I have like a little glare. There it is. Shirts 716. And then after it's finished listing, I stick it on the shirt. I fold it nicer than this. So it'll say shirt 716. Okay. Then I'm finished with the books and the labels. Then I use bags. Now, a lot of people use poly mailer bags. I don't, because thankfully I have a local paper store that I utilize their bags, and I use different sizes depending on what I am shipping. So this is a big bag. I can fit, depending on how I fold it, I can fit jeans, sweaters, different things in here. This is a smaller bag. That Free People top that I showed you, if I fold it neatly, it can go in there. And then I even have like some smaller ones and much bigger ones too, because I put everything into plastic bags, boots, shoes. I don't send anything out of here that's not in plastic. Everyone does it different. A lot of people use tissue paper. I don't use tissue paper at all, because a lot of times the post office is not very cautious, and when they drop your things off, it could be raining or snowing and they leave your stuff outside and it could get wet. I've had packages delivered to me with things are soaked. So I don't use tissue paper. You can use whatever you want to use. I use the little bags. They can be recycled. People can use them however they want. And that's so it's up to you. And then what happens is I fold everything neat. I don't have a little plastic fold, and that's because my bags aren't like regular size poly mailers. So once I get ready to ship, I just fold everything down neatly. This is really just for purposes of this video, and as I indicated, this can go, I can fit this into the little bag and it'll be neater. Sorry, it won't go out bunch like that, but I'm just using it for video purposes. And then it'll go there. The labels in the inside, I put it in the inside of the bag so that it doesn't come off while it's in the bag waiting, and as I go through every day looking for inventory to ship. And then I just seal it down with some tape, and then it goes into my IKEA bag of shirts. And so that's how I do that. So because here's a bag that's already prepared. That's shirts. Here is sweaters, another sweater. I don't know if you can see that. Here's a bag nicely, some jeans. This says jeans 207 on here, and these are pants 098 and some camouflage pants, and that's how that is done. And then these each go into their corresponding bag. So pants, jeans, I have probably 100 pair of jeans. I'm about to go through and get rid of some. I used to have a separate eBay store that was just all jeans, and I decided that I no longer wanted it, so I'm just going through some of the jeans and getting rid of those. Okay, so that's how I do my inventory. If you have any questions or if anything wasn't clear, just leave me a comment. I'm going to go right into shipping. So once everything is in, somebody places an order, I can go in to, if I'm on Poshmark, I click into the listing once it's sold, and down at the bottom, after I put my inventory in the book, after I put the label on the item inside of my listing, I actually put shirts in the corresponding number. So that was Free People, and it was shirts 716. So I look at the listing, then I go and I pull it from inventory, and then now I'm ready to ship. It's already prepackaged. I live in a smoke-free environment, so I don't really have to worry about. A lot of times I do go in just to make sure I didn't put something in the bag that had stains or something like that, just in case, you know, sometimes my mind goes there. But otherwise, it's already ready to go. go into the bag, bring it back. Okay, so for shipping purposes, I have a few things here. A lot of people buy the wonderful poly mailers. I do also. I have, I get all my poly mailers from Amazon. It's inexpensive. Life is too short to wear boring clothes. These little ones, shirts go in here perfectly. I sell all kinds of stuff, socks, slippers, they go in here. Then I have a bigger size. This, I ran out of my decorative ones that are 10 by 13. I'll be getting some more, but I have 200 of these, so I'm going to use them until they're gone. And then I have some bigger ones, and I think these are like a 12 by 14, something like that. So those are those poly mailers. And then also I have, I get the boxes online. So the shoe boxes, all different size, which is great. I have the biggest ones, which are 12 by something. I use those for boots. They're good for, of course, people know reseller boxes and bundles and things like that. And I use these little small ones. I sell bras sometimes. They're perfect so that the cups don't get smashed. I really like them a lot. So don't, you know, USPS.com. Get your free boxes, free labels, all kinds of good free stuff. Okay. When I inventory, I put tape on. Before I mail these out, I take the tape off and I put these great thank you stickers on. And then I also create postcards through Vistaprint. Now, some people say, oh, don't spend money. To me, it's basically the same cost as like thank you cards. I used to get thank you cards from the dollar store, and I would sell so much that I would just, you know, use them so much and I was running back and forth to the dollar store. But I've been using Vistaprint for years because I've had a couple other businesses, and I only buy when they're having really good sales. They send me things in the mail, I get emails, and that's when I take the opportunity to go in. So I create these wonderful postcards and say, thank you. These are my actual pictures. And then each time I order postcards, I put new pictures on because these items will sell. Like these two are still available, but these dance codes have sold. And then it has my Leslie's Fashion Boutique, and then it has my Poshmark Closet. And then on the back, I put hi, a line. And then I just write the person's name, and I just write, I hope you enjoyed shopping in my Poshmark Closet. And then if there's any issues, I'm happy to help you. You know, if you are satisfied, if you want, leave feedback. I don't pressure anybody to leave feedback, but this has helped. I have 800 feedbacks. Not all are 5, but the majority are 5-star reviews. So that's basically what I do. And I just take the card, I stick it in my packaging, put my thank you on, and then I stick it inside. Look, this will fit perfectly inside of this 9. Here. There you go. And then I don't have a Dynamo printer. It's something that I'm not interested in investing in. I make a lot of sales, but I just decided not to. So I do invest in, you can go to Amazon and get like 8 by 10 sticky paper because of the Poshmark label, prints in the middle. But for my other platforms, I use labels where they print on the side, like Depop and Macari. And if I decide I want to start selling on eBay again, it prints on the side. So I have a 2-sided print. And then also you can order labels from the post office. You can go in and they have these little tiny labels that you can buy that has like priority. And if you adjust your printing to like 4 by 6, mine is 5 by 8, something weird, and you put your little label into the printer, it will print for you. Maybe later I'll do a video on that, especially when I have a camera person. But that's basically how I ship, how I inventory, how I ship. I'll probably, if my daughter is willing to be my camera person, I can probably do a different video actually letting you see what my inventory is like. I really don't want to get into editing or anything like that. I just want to be straight with my videos, so you probably won't see a lot of that. And my daughter has odd hours where she can help me. But again, if you have any questions, if it's something you want to see, if it's some videos, if you have anything you want to ask me, anything you want to talk about, feel free to leave me a comment. You can send me a direct message on Instagram. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe and tell your friends. Leave a thumbs up. And also, again, as I always say, leave a thumbs down and leave me a comment as to why. I love dialogue and I want to learn. I learn from people every single day. It's not just about me coming and talking to you. It's about a community of resellers learning and growing with each other. So I will leave my links down the bottom. I'll leave my website. I'm also offering Poshmark closet consultations or critiques. I prefer consultation. It's a little bit more professional. I have a $10 level, a $20 level. You can also request a one-on-one call, and you can join my brand new VIP group where you'll get 6 months of closet critiques, one-on-one calls, and things like that. But I'll leave all my information in the bottom. And again, thank you. I'm going to get my little clicker to turn it off. Thank you for looking at my videos. I really appreciate it. Take care. My clicker's not working.